For this first one, if you can be on your toes like this, if that's comfortable, that's great. If not, you can go flat down on your feet, that's okay. But we're gonna be in a quadruped position on our toes, just warming up our hips, leaning back, and then coming right back so your shoulders are on top of your palms and your hands. And we're just gonna be here for 45 seconds. Go ahead and start. Again, if you can be up on your toes, great. If not, flat-footed's fine. You should be able to sink down a lot lower. Take your time, don't rush back to the start. Just waking up those hip flexors or ankles or feet. Good, 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Good, I'm gonna turn at an angle so you can see me. We're gonna do a variation of our hip flexor stretch. So we tuck in those glutes, squeeze the glutes, right foot forward. You're gonna lean into it, but then you're gonna move that front foot. So it's gonna go off to the side and then all the way out the side, but notice my toes pointed forward. So go ahead and go. Squeeze that glute, lift up that foot, and move it from front to diagonal to all the way out to the side. Should feel this in the groin, the hips. Keep that torso nice and tall. About 15 seconds left and then we'll switch. We'll bring that left leg forward. 3, 2, 1. Good. Switch and go as soon as you're set. Same thing, front, diagonal, and out to the side. Remember, when you're out to the side, that toe's forward, not out at the ankle. You don't have to lean too far. As soon as you feel that pull, that stretch in your groin, you can go ahead and return to the start. $15 seconds left. And then we're going to stick with our hip flexor, but we're going to do a little lateral reach with our arms. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's switch legs. So we got our regular hip flexor stretch. We're tucking in the glutes, tucking in the hips. Got that right foot forward. What you're going to do is you're going to have that back leg, that arm's going to be up, and the other arm is going to go off to the side. Plant all your weight in that front heel, so you're not opening up that shoe. Working on our glutes, our obliques, pushing that left hip off to the left side. Good, feeling it in that left oblique. 15 seconds left, and then we'll switch. Three, 2, 1. Good. Bring that left foot forward. Lean into it. Tuck in those hips. Squeeze that glute. We've got our right arm up, our left arm out to the side, and we're reaching. One side might feel a little tighter than the other, and that's okay. Don't forget that slight lean forward. So really pressing that left heel down. You can have that nice exhale as you reach off to the side. Good. 5 seconds left, and then we're going to bring it on up. Good. Go ahead and go down into that quadruped position and then push yourself back. Walk those hands to the feet and stay in this forward folded position. You can totally grab opposite elbow if you want. You can sway side to side. You can have hands pressed on the ground. You can bend the knees a little bit to get your hands down, but just stay folded over. We're working our way up a little bit from our lower body to our upper body. Ten seconds left. We're going to stay in this forward fold position, but we're going to clasp our hands behind us in 3, 2, 1. Clasp those hands behind you. And you're going to move those arms up as high as you can get them, and then slowly return them kind of back to those glutes. Keep pushing those hips back. If this bothers you for any reason, just hold the hands behind the back, or you can do little pulses, or if you can, work on that range of motion with those shoulders. You can have a slight bend in those knees. Just keep pushing those hips back. Your shoulders are going to be rounded, so you don't have to worry too much about focusing on that flat back. Five seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Back to that forward fold. Hands come down. Bend those knees. Nice deep little squat, and then roll yourself up. Push all those weight to the heels. Roll those shoulders back just a little bit. We're going to have our standing. We're going to lace our fingers, and we're going to go up overhead. So your palms are facing up. I'm back up here a little bit. Palms are facing up for some side bends. Alternate sides. Don't just hold those hands up above your head. Really push like you're reaching for something up to the ceiling. Stretch out those triceps. Those biceps are right by our ears. Planting those feet so they're not moving. The only thing moving is that torso, that upper body. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we're going to do kind of like a little bow and arrow. You're going to stay pointed forward. Your arms are going to be in front of you. Right arm's going to go behind as the fingertips graze that left arm, and then follow with your eyes, follow those back right fingertips. Stay on this side of the body, don't alternate. And let that back arm just swing back like a gated fence door. See how far back you can get that right arm, and then return right back to center. Working on those shoulders, opening up that chest, the back. Little thoracic spine work as we twist. 15 seconds left on this side, and then we'll switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, arms stay out, left arm goes back. Same thing, fingertips graze that right forearm all the way across the chest. Toes stay pointed forward. Only thing moving is that upper body. Working on some shoulder strength by keeping our arms out in front of us too as well. If at any time this bothers you, you can drop your arms and then bring them back up after every rep. Ten seconds left is all. 3, 2, 1. Good. Drop those arms. Move them around, forward, back, side to side, in front of you, right over left, left over right. Just shake out those shoulders. Next up, we're going to do a reverse lunge with a side bend. And we're going to go to the side of our body of that front leg. So when we step back, our left's going to go back. We're going to side bend, come center, and then do our bow and arrow to the back of the room, and then step. So now right comes behind, side bend to the left with both arms. Arms come center, and then our bow and arrow. This helps you really work on balance. You got to keep all that weight in that heel, and then you step back and repeat. Alternate sides. We're here for a while. Side bend to the front leg, arms come to the front, bow and arrow to the back, and then step center. Got to really pull that core in nice and tight, especially when you start leaning back. When that sight goes to the back of the room, that's when we tend to lose our balance. Stay focused. Grab the ground with those toes of that front foot to stabilize yourself. 15 seconds left. Finish up where you're at. 3, 2, 1. Very good. We're going to end with another forward fold. Slide bend in those knees. Leaning on back. This time I do want you to grab opposite elbow and sway side to side. Slow down that breathing. That last one may have sparked up your heart rate just a little bit, and that's okay. As we're down in this forward fold position, walk your heel toe out to the side to make your stance a little wider. And then slightly bend those knees, bring those palms all the way down to the ground. And then we are going to bend our knees into a nice deep squat. Use those elbows, push out on those knees, torso up nice and tall, shoulders back, and just breathe. If this bothers you for any time at all, you can go ahead and come up and then get right back into it. You can get as deep as you want. If you want to really drop those glutes, that's fine. Nice inhale, exhales. Let's bring that heart rate back down. Hands come back down to the ground. Push those hips up, straight legs, heel toe. Bring those feet as close together as you can get them. And grab the back of your calves. Pull yourself down. Feel that stretch in the calves, the hamstrings. Keep those legs as straight as possible. Now slowly roll yourself up. Shoulder rolls to the back. And we are all done with our movement break. Thanks for joining me, you guys.